go. Gap set force. That is the paramount. Can't get past it. Have to do it. Right. So a lot of people, when we did the drill the other day, they tried to break the door and then it didn't really go well, and then they just started trying to brute force through it. But you're missing a key component there. So every single door, car doors, on vehicle extrication, exterior, outward swinging, residential inward swinging, we always have to follow this process. Now this to this might go pretty quick because we might get a really good crush, and that gap might open up enough that the door fails and we're in. But we can't skip from this to this, or else the tool's gonna pop out. So anytime you see somebody really putting a lot of pressure on that halogen and it pops out, because it wasn't set, okay? So we've got to get our gap, then we've got to get the tool set in the appropriate spot, and then we start adding our force to it. So what is our halogen going to do for us? So on our 30-inch haligans, we have 15 to 1 is our mechanical advantage on our halogen. So what does that mean to you? What does 15 to 1 mean?
Are you asking how we would get 15 to 1, or what does it mean?
What does 15 to 1 mean?
This means that you're 15 times more leverage on it when you're using it correctly.
For every 1 pound that I exert on the tool, the tool exerts 15 pounds of force on my behalf. Okay? For every 1 pound of force I exert on the tool, it exerts 6 pounds on my behalf. Okay? So whatever amount of force you can exert on a press, it's going to exert that times 15. Okay? The complement that we want to be taking for forcible entry is at very minimum crowbar, halogen, and a flathead. A New York hook is a great idea to bring with you just in case it's a tough door. And if you don't need it, at least it's on the porch, somebody's going to grab it and start pulling seal of it anyway. Right? On commercial doors, let's think about that rotary saw. We have drop bars, heavy locking mechanisms, we got to cut through some hinges, we got to do something. It's better to have it with us than not have it and have to go back and try to get it, or try to force our way through with conventional forcible entry when we're getting our butts kicked by a heavy door. So, things to think about. So what's our process look like? We walk up, we size up the door. Is it an inward swinging door? Is it an outward swinging door? Is it wood? Is it metal? Is it glass? What kind of door am I looking at? What kind of locking mechanisms are we dealing with? Is it just a deadbolt? Is it locked, a key and knob lock, deadbolt? Has it got drop bars on a commercial door? We need to kind of know, what are we dealing with? Is it just padlocked? Something to think about. Drop bars, how are we going to recognize drop bars in a commercial door? Danny. Carriage bolts. You're going to have carriage bolts in the center of the door where those drop bar arms are holding up the actual bar, right? So we're going to try before we pry. Tell everybody that one of the worst things, I walk up, put my foot onto it, go to put the halogen in, start getting ready to do the force, and captain walks up and opens the door and it's unlocked. I thought I was going to have my moment and it was over. It was embarrassing, right? So we try before we pry. And then if it is locked, then we shock the door. We can see it's got a deadbolt. I can see it's got a key and knob lock. What can't I see? So I hit high, hit middle, and hit low. We have something bracing against the door. Is there a lock high? Is there another type of locking system that's holding it up high? These things are going to give me a good idea when I hit it if it flexes or doesn't. This is kind of the big part that I want to make sure everybody's on the same page with. When it comes to our communication with each other on the 2 firefighter forcible entry, hit means one strike. Not give me another one, not give it a bump, go ahead, hit. Wedge simply means placing an axe or a wedge in the gap to hold our progress. It can be anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you use another tool on your foot, wedge, axe, whatever. In this case, we're going to use an axe. But it's just holding the progress, because now I got to readjust the halogen somewhere, and I want to hold what we've got. So that's wedge. Drive. Drive means we're going to strike continuously, over and over and over, until the guy holding the bar says stop. There's no hold on. There's no, oh, hey, it's stop. Hit, drive, stop, and wedge. That's the only words that we say when we're doing forcible entry, especially when we're in a mask, especially when things are chaotic and going on. Everybody knows what those things mean, and the communication's clear, and the verbiage is always the same. Cool.